Good evening, all of you. Today we are going to learn waves and thermodynamics. In that, particularly, we are going to learn the chapter number 17 of C.S. and Zemansky, that is temperature and heat. So, there are different topics in this chapter. So, they are basically temperature and thermal equilibrium, thermometer and temperature scale, gas thermometer and Kelvin scale, thermal expansion, quantity of heat, calorimetry and phase changes, mechanism of heat transfer. So let's understand what is temperature and the thermal equilibrium. Suppose if you want to define a thermal equilibrium, for example, if you take a coffee cup kept on a table, then you can see the coffee cup is hot at 70 degrees centigrade, and let's say the surrounding, the environment is at 20 degrees centigrade. So you can see the heat energy will transfer from hot coffee cup to the surrounding, and after a certain time there is no net heat transfer. So if you consider another example of ice cold Coca-Cola left on the table. So here the system is Coca-Cola and the surrounding is the environment. So in that case the surrounding is at higher temperature and the system is at lower temperature. So heat will flow from surrounding to the system. So after a certain time there is no net heat energy transfer. So one can say the system is in thermal equilibrium. So let's understand what is the meaning of zeroth law of thermodynamics. Based on the equilibrium, thermal equilibrium, we have this first law of thermodynamics or zeroth law of thermodynamics. It states that if two systems are in thermal equilibrium with a third system, the two original systems are in thermal equilibrium with each other. So basically, if you have a system C and is in thermal equilibrium with both system A and system B, then one can say that both system A and B are also in thermal equilibrium. So one can say two systems are in thermal equilibrium if and only if they have same temperature. So here there is a schematic diagram of this first law of thermodynamics. Let's say you have two objects A and B and there is another object C. Then A is in thermal equilibrium with C and B is also in thermal equilibrium with C. What is the meaning of thermal equilibrium? There is no heat energy transfer, no heat transfer. So if object C, let's say that the thermometer is in thermal equilibrium with object A and it is also in thermal equilibrium with object B, then one can say that object A and B both are in thermal equilibrium, and this is nothing but the first law of thermodynamics. Let's understand what is the difference between temperature and the thermal energy. So temperature and thermal energy are related, but they are not same thing. Let's understand how they are related. The temperature is directly proportional to the average molecular kinetic energy. That average molecular kinetic energy is half mv square, where v is the average thermal velocity. So note the word here is average. and it is not the total. So consider a bucket full of water and a swimming pool which is also full of cold water. So the hot water is at higher temperature in the bucket, but the pool water is actually at lower temperature as compared to the bucket. But if you consider the total internal energy, so total internal energy of bucket water, hot water is less, whereas the total internal energy of pool water is high. It doesn't mean that the temperature of pool water is high. What one has to see is the kinetic energy or the average kinetic energy of water molecule in bucket, and also the average kinetic energy of water molecule in pool. So if you find the average energy of water molecule in the bucket, it is more than the average kinetic energy of the water molecule in the pool. So the bucket water has higher kinetic energy, average kinetic energy, and it is at higher temperature. So let's answer this question: which has more internal energy, a bucket of hot water or a bucket of cold water? If you consider the bucket of identical in shape, then the bucket of hot water has more internal energy, because the average energy per molecule of water is more in the case of hot water, whereas the internal energy of the bucket of cold water is less, because its average kinetic energy is less than the average kinetic energy of hot bucket water. So the internal energy depends on the amount of substance, whereas the kinetic energy is molecule, it depends on the molecule of the substance. So the average kinetic energy or kinetic energy may be more, and the total energy may be, internal energy may be less as compared to system to system. So if you have more average kinetic energy, then you can say that system is at higher temperature. So are the temperature and thermal energy different? What is the answer? The answer is they are different. Is temperature and heat same? What is the answer? The answer may not be same. So once we have a understanding of the temperature, let's understand what are the different kind of temperature measuring devices called thermometers and the temperature scales. So let's understand, if you have a two metallic sheet, metal 1 and metal 2, as shown in the figure A, and if you heat it, the metal 2 side, then it bends. The strip bends when its temperature is raised. So such kind of metal sheet is used in biometric strip, which is used in a thermometer. So we have three different temperature scale. One is Fahrenheit, when do you use this scale? When do you use which scale? So wait. So we have three different kind of temperature scale. One is Fahrenheit, second is Celsius scale, and third is the Kelvin scale. So all these temperature scale has been defined with respect to a common physical phenomena, that is freezing of water and the boiling of water. So in Fahrenheit scale, at water freezes at 32 degree Fahrenheit and it boils at 212 degree Fahrenheit, whereas in case of Celsius case, water freezes at 0 degree Fahrenheit and it boils at 100 degree centigrade. In Kelvin scale, water freezes as 273.15 Kelvin and boils at 373.15 Kelvin. So here if the temperature scale as comparison. So if someone wants to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius, so one can use the formula F is equal to 9/5. C means temperature in Kelvin plus 32. Someone wants to find the Celsius temperature. C is the Celsius temperature, then C can be written as 5/9 into F minus 32. So there is a important thing when to use which scale. So when you are dealing with any temperature of body, then you can use the Fahrenheit temperature, and if you are using any thermodynamic system, you are measuring the temperature of thermodynamic system, then one can use Kelvin temperature. You can either use Kelvin or Celsius when measuring the difference in the temperature. So if you want to measure a difference temperature, then one can use both, either Kelvin and Celsius. But for any thermodynamic system, Kelvin temperature is different as Celsius temperature. If you want to convert Celsius temperature, then you have to add 273 in that. So here is an example of constant volume gas thermometer. So this constant volume gas thermometer measures the pressure of the gas contained in the flask immersed in a water bath. The volume of the gas in the flask is kept constant by raising or lowering the reservoir B, which is here this side, to keep the mercury level constant. So after doing the experiment for the three different gases, gas 1, gas 2, gas 3, it has been found that the pressure versus temperature curve converges at negative scale of the negative scale of the temperature, which is minus 273, and this point is common for all the three kind of gases that has been used. So what we have learned today is what is the difference between the temperature and the total, or you can say internal energy, and the three different temperature scales. In the next lecture, we will try to understand the thermal expansion, that is how a material expands when it is subject to when it is subjected to a temperature change.